Stepping over players like they're yesterday's trash, talking smack till tears drop, and straight up nut punching? These players are straight savage, and today you will witness the NBA's most disrespectful moments. Draymond Green and controversy? Some players trash talk, some push each other, and some even throw punches. But Draymond? He's doing all that and then some, with his own little twist. He's got a love for kicking players in the nuts. First, he went all out and kneed Steven Adams right in the groin. After the game, the big fella Adams said, "I actually shed some tears." Crazy, right? But if you thought that was the end of it, think again. Draymond pulled a sequel in another game, this time giving Adams a boot in the same spot. With that rep solidified, Green became known for targeting the family jewels during plays. And if someone trash talks him, they better brace themselves. Like when Jordan Poole tried to get slick in practice. Dre? Man, he didn't hesitate and laid him out flat. But let's be real, Dre isn't the only one with those wild moves. Dillon Brooks, the NBA's resident bad boy, pulled the nutcracker on Donovan Mitchell. That's the very definition of a dirty play if you ask me. Dirty plays are disrespectful in their skewed way, but this next move, it might be one of the most audacious "did he just do that" moves in the history of the NBA. In a game between the Knicks and the Bucks, two-time MVP Giannis is hustling for a chase-down block on Mario Hezonja? Wait, who? Exactly, but what unfolded next had the entire Madison Square Garden picking up their jaws from the floor. Hezonja didn't just get the poster dunk on Giannis, sending him sprawling. Nah, he pulled the move. The dude straight up stepped over the MVP like he was just another spot on the hardwood. But when we're talking about iconic stepovers, there's one undisputed GOAT. Flashback to 2001, Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Allen Iverson hits that silky smooth fadeaway over Tyronn Lue. And what does he do next? Casually steps over Lue, marking his territory in the most swagger-filled way. Legend. When we're vibing about legends in the illustrious Madison Square Garden, there's one name that's going to make every New Yorker roll their eyes. Reggie Miller. It's the 1994 playoffs, tension thicker than New York cheesecake. Miller, ever the showman, lit up the Garden, pouring in 25 points in just the fourth quarter against the Knicks. But Reggie ain't done. He decides to serve a spicy side dish to the main course. With all eyes on him, he throws a bold, choking gesture straight at NYC's very own, the iconic Spike Lee, who's going ballistic courtside. For a sec, the Garden wasn't sure whether to boo or stand in sheer disbelief. NYC's love-hate relationship with Reggie, born right there. So from NYC's Reggie drama, we bounce over to Boston's parquet shocking moment in 2008. The stage is set for Celtics vs. Lakers. Boston's beacon, Pierce, goes down in unbearable pain. The arena's so silent you could hear a pin drop. Out comes the wheelchair. The Garden's vibe turns somber, and fans are in disbelief. Everyone's on edge, wondering, is this how the finals dream fizzles? But hold up. Pierce returns, leaving the wheelchair behind, full of swagger, ready to take on the Lakers. The energy electrifying, the crowd's roaring, Celtics spirits soaring. And as they clinch that title, the drama didn't end there. Later, in a shocking confession, Pierce spills admitting he just needed to take a dump. So he faked an injury, went to the restroom in a wheelchair like a boss, and returned to win the game for the Celtics. Talk about disrespect. Rolling from Pierce's dramatics, we slide into another NBA staple of disrespect. The art of ankle-breaking crossovers paired with cold-blooded stare-downs. Now, doing the dirty on a court rookie is one thing, but schooling elite defenders is another. That's a statement. Enter Trae Young crossing up Drew Holiday and hitting him with a shimmy. But if we're crowning the king of crossover disrespect, let's hop over to a game between the Houston Rockets and the LA Clippers. James Harden took on Wesley Johnson in what went down as an all-time NBA moment. Harden's slick moves had Johnson grasping at thin air, showcasing not just agility, but raw skill. When Johnson hit the deck, it was clear Harden had snatched his ankles. But the ultimate diss? The icy stare down at a floored Johnson was followed by a ruthless three-pointer. That play wasn't just iconic, it was a straight-up declaration, solidifying Harden's legendary status in the NBA. Speaking of ankle breakers, there was that time Steph Curry threw down a crossover so wicked it had the league's recognized point guard, Chris Paul, looking like he was trying to breakdance mid-game. That kind of move? It's the sort of disrespect that sticks. But legends like Chris Paul, they're wired for redemption. In a clash during the Western Conference Finals, CP3 was poised for vengeance. Paul didn't just jog back after sinking a difficult shot over Curry. No, he stared down Curry and hit him with his signature move, the shimmy. It wasn't just a celebration, but sweet revenge, a moment Paul had been thirsting for. We've all seen it in the NBA, players nut-kicking, doing the shimmy, even mocking their adversaries. But Kevin Garnett, he was in a league of his own. He mastered the art of trash talk, pushing players to their emotional limits, and sometimes even his teammates cry. Case in point, 2008 when Garnett's savage words had Glenn Big Baby Davis shedding real tears mid-game. But Garnett's words weren't just reserved for young bloods. In 1990, he hit Tim Duncan with a Happy Mother's Day dig, a cruel reminder of Duncan's mother tragically passing from cancer. And let's not sidestep the memorable Joakim Noah clash. Young Noah, once an admirer of KG, approached him with a compliment during a game. Garnett's response, a curt F you. The NBA had its share of trash talkers, but KG, he sat on that throne unmatched in his cruelty. Sticking with the Celtics' legacy of mental warfare while KG ruled the roost in the modern era, let's turn back the clock to the legendary Larry Bird. Bird didn't just trash talk, he backed it up with bold actions that had entire teams feeling disrespected. One of the most iconic instances, the night Bird decided to play with his left hand. Why? Just because he felt like it. It was Valentine's Day 1986 against the Portland Trail Blazers. Bird told his teammates he'd save his right hand for the more worthy opponents. By halftime, he had already scored 20 points with his left hand. The boldness of it left the Blazers stunned and fans in awe. He finished with 47 points, showing he could dominate a game whichever way he chose. Bird's left-handed game wasn't just a masterclass in skill, but also in sheer, outright disrespect. Bird truly was basketball's clever maestro, playing games on his own unique terms. As we close today's video, we can't wrap up without mentioning Kobe Bryant, the man who made opponents second-guess their career choices. This wasn't a guy who disrespected a player, he dared to disrespect entire teams. A case in point is that legendary night in 2006 against the Raptors. While others aimed for double-doubles or triple-doubles, Kobe went for 81 points. It wasn't just a personal record, but a message to the entire NBA. This is my court. And if someone tried going head-to-head with him, remember Matt Barnes in 2010? He thought he could rattle Kobe with a ball fake to the face. The Mamba's response? 0 flinches. A stone-cold stare-down that said, "You can't shake me." And for those who fancied guarding him, ask Gerald Wallace. They met at the free throw line in 2012 and words were exchanged. But Kobe made it crystal clear. You're a good defender. I'm a great offensive player. That's right, the Black Mamba never backed down, always reminding everyone why he was the true king of the court. Thanks for tuning in. Which of these disrespectful moments tops your list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, stay ballin' and goodbye.